Hello and welcome to another review by celebrityradio.co.uk. My name's Alex Belfield and today we focus on Matilda the Musical. It's on in the West End and on Broadway at the Shubert Theatre on Broadway and at the Cambridge Theatre in London. It's produced by the RSC, the Royal Shakespeare Company. It's a Roald Dahl classic, the epitome of a family musical. This production is simply captivating for the children. The kids around me never took their eyes off the stage. It's beautifully produced, lit, danced as well as acted, and has a wonderfully clever book. Where else in a children's musical would you get away with lines like, "I have a smarting front bottom"? Glorious, made the whole audience laugh. Genius. Matilda not only features the incredibly elaborate stage, but also uses the aisles of the theatre throughout. Again, a brilliant way to engage the children and keep the show moving along seamlessly. Thankfully, Matilda has great pace, so important with a show aiming to find a young audience. Technically, the show is faultless, which excites all of our senses. Matilda's score is written by the gloriously funny Tim Minchin, who leaves us with no doubt that he's a master musician. His bouncy score and well-nurtured orchestrations are accessible for both children and adults alike. You can hear my interview with Tim Minchin by searching in the top right of corner. Tim Minchin, Alex Belfield. It will come up, a 20-minute exclusive interview with the man behind Matilda. Several actors stuck out in this production. Nods must go to James Clyde. He does a fabulous job as Mr. Wormwood. He was perfectly cast as the slightly creepy and always cantankerous headmaster. Lara Denning also shines with her huge personality, slightly annoying speaking voice, and remarkable stage presence and charisma. The real stars of the show, though, have to be the children in this cast. With 4 teams of Matilda, they change each night. One of the biggest insults, I think, for any reviewer is to say for their age. They were great for their age. It basically means the talent is only good enough within their own bracket, whether that's very old or very young. Well, the children who star in Matilda the Musical are as good as any of the best actors I've seen in the West End or on Broadway. It is always mind-blowing to me that the kids have the discipline to appear in a show night after night after night, but they did it with great grace in this show and looked as if they were having the time of their lives. From the second the curtain rises, the energy is palpable and their love for the material seems clear to all. They thrive on stage. Their talent is truly remarkable. It's a very wordy play set to music, more of a play really with music than a musical play. I know that sounds silly, but it is an incredibly wordy piece of work. Roald Dahl's style is notoriously flowery, of course. They bring this to life splendidly. Complicated text. Tim Minchin's score is equally as complicated in places, and there appear to be no filler songs. Each song is different and mostly incredibly witty and uplifting, and relatively short, so nobody gets bored. So important, again, with a show that's aiming at families. I wouldn't be totally honest with you if I said this was my favourite musical ever, as it's not. It is very clever, and it innovates beautifully throughout the show and takes the genre to new levels with staging and choreography. For me, Matilda is a show to see through your children. The joy this will bring to their faces is pleasure enough to keep this show alive for many, many years to come, I hope. Matilda the Musical plays nightly at the Cambridge Theatre in London. It also plays at the Shubert Theatre on Broadway. You've been listening to another review by Alex Belfield at celebrityradio.co.uk. Check out all our interviews online now. celebrityradio.co.uk.